Welcome to another laruan ni Obi-Wan Kitbash video review. Okay, so this time we're going to tackle Action Force Valaverse Ghost Operator. So the first Ghost Operator that we have on board, we converted to a Punisher action figure, which we also did a review of or a video of, and also a short video. Okay, so this time we're going to tackle the other one. It's going to be still a Ghost Operator, but we upped the level of whatever Vala designed this figure to be. Okay, so we didn't make use of any of the original accessories that this action figure comes with. Okay, so let's put the figure into frame. Action Force Valaverse Ghost Operator laruan ni Obi-Wan version. Okay, so let's do a quick 360 view of the action figure. Okay, so let's talk about the action figure build and the parts, and of course the POU or the philosophy of use with regards to placement of the gear on the kit of this action figure. Okay, so let's check out first arms and legs free of any accessories or gear. 0. Belt line is also clear of a battle belt or any accessories that's going to weigh down the operator. So everything is streamlined on the tactical vest or the kit. Okay, so this is based, some of the principles I based on actual experience with carrying gear, or the burden of war. Okay, in service of the Filipino people. Okay, so we served before, so I know my stuff. For those of you guys who are really internet warriors, who really haven't seen or even experienced actual you know what. Okay, so let's proceed with concentrating on this section. Okay, so let's tackle the head unit first. So that is Action Force Valaverse with a twist of G.I. Joe Classified series. We just attached the eye protection from G.I. Joe Classified series Haslab Crazy Legs. Okay, so we just cut off the straps and glued that eye protection to the Crimson Shadow Praetorian Action Force Valaverse, which we converted into a RoboCop action figure. Okay, so POU or philosophy of use, with regards to gear that is used in the field, helmets, it's a trade-off between protection and at the same time weight, because as you attach many things on your helmet, like your nods or night vision device, hearing protection, microphone, balancers. If you have nods up front, you have to have balancers like weights on the back, so your helmet is not going to tip off. Or you could even have batteries on the back for your night vision devices, which also powers your peltors or your microphone. You also have a secondary light for your nod, so up here, and of course infrared capability. So plus a strobe on top for personal marker that you're friendly, especially if you have overhead protection like a helicopter that covers your team as they move. So that's it. The item or the head protection becomes very heavy, so it's going to be trade-off between ballistic and non-ballistic. Okay, because your neck is going to hurt like hell. Anyway, okay, so I could imagine that if I wanted something that is really tactical, that everything is already incorporated onto the helmet, the communication, the night vision capability, wherein I could switch from normal vision to night vision with just a single tap of a button on my helmet. Okay, so no attachments like microphones that could snag on my sling, nor attachments on the side of my helmet that could possibly snag on anything as I move around. Okay, so something like this that is nicely rounded, covers my entire face, but at the same time I have enough vision, front and peripheral vision. Okay, so so this foots the bill. Anyway, okay, so time to move towards the kit or the gear. Okay, so let's talk about the primary weapon. Okay, Knight's short, lightweight. Okay, so this item comes from G.I. Joe Classified Series Haslab Crazy Legs, but we just did modifications to it. So we attached a Action Force Valaverse suppressor, and we also converted this thing into a 5.56 carbine instead of a pistol caliber carbine. So special feature of this item, so that's why I chose this also. So it's going to make my version of the Ghost Operator very tactical. Okay, a folding butt stock, of course, inclusion of a sling, which also could be removed, okay, with just a single flick. Okay, so I could change from this side to that side. I just made a knot and burned the end, just enough to sling on the body of my Ghost Operator figure, and it's going to be a single point sling. Okay, here you go. And that is also the thing that I want, a folding stock. Okay, so let's examine the kit on this guy. Okay, so specifically designed by laruan ni Obi-Wan. Okay, so we're using the older Action Force Valaverse vest, which is also on the deluxe class blowback action figure. So we received our last two sets of deluxe blowback action figures just this afternoon. Okay, so we've got fresh ammo for customization in this channel. Okay, but the show has to move on. Okay, so knife, Action Force Valaverse, placed on the left shoulder for ease of access or use to a bladed weapon. Okay, so 4 magazines for the carbine, the close quarters carbine. Okay, so we also have a moral patch or anti-cobra patch, so that has already been on this vest. I did not take it off. Okay, so that is from the new breaker action figure. So we added a data pad, angler or dangler for your emergency medical patch up kit or med kit. On this side we have the secondary firearm on a 20-degree tilt for easy drawing. Okay, so on this side we have 2 magazines for the secondary weapon, a flashbang and a hand grenade. Okay, so let's move towards the back of the figure. So on the back, we have the communication device with an extended array or antenna. Of course, if you're going to operate in closed quarters, clearing up a building or a structure, you have to have communication device. Packets to store additional equipment for your bodies. So these two, access for the man behind you. Also, extra magazines. So either this Ghost Operator could access that, rifle and pistol magazines, or could be used by his buddy or the man behind him. Okay, so on this side, we also have a suppressor for the secondary firearm. So the secondary firearm is, of course, Action Force Valaverse. Okay, so that concludes our build with regards to a elevated version of a Ghost Operator using Action Force Valaverse parts and G.I. Joe Classified Series accessories, and also with a twist of POU or actual experience in the field with regards to carrying gear. Okay, so Ghost Operator, all of the communications equipment is internal on the helmet. So when he talks on the mic, no noise, zero noise. Okay, or zero chatter. That could be heard by other operators or your adversary. Okay, there you go. So just a very easy, simple build. Okay, so if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.